and welcome to Xbox On. Today sees the release of 2 new chunks of DLC for Minecraft. There's a skin pack based on the strange fantasy stylings of Magic the Gathering, and a mashup pack based on Adventure Time. The mashup packs not only include new skins and textures to apply to existing worlds, but features a massive pre-build world full of famous landmarks from the show. It's basically rammed with nerdy Easter eggs and things only the fans will understand. And this got me thinking about all the other times that Minecraft DLC has nerded out with pop culture. So here are 8 times that Minecraft DLC took us to nerd heaven. Of all the games that have mixed their DNA with Mojang's masterpiece, I think Fallout has the most in common with Minecraft. Both drop you in a large open environment, both worlds are full of monsters that want to dash your brains out, and both of them require you to seek shelter and sustenance to stay alive. Okay, so Minecraft Steve has never blown a creeper's brains out in stomach-churning slow motion, but you know he would if he could. He has that look in his eyes. Due to their similarities, Minecraft ends up doing a pretty good impression of Bethesda's open worlds. The pre-made mashup world is basically the greatest hits of the series. It starts you out by Fallout 4's Red Rocket Station. Sadly, there's no cuboid dog meat to make friends with, and it's not long before you found Diamond City, complete with Noodle Bar and Nick Valentine's back alley detective agency. If you fancy more Nick action, you can use him as a player skin. You can also find Sanctuary, as much as a ghost town here as it is in Fallout 4, and up behind it you can enter Vault 111. As a sign of this pack's insane attention to detail, you can go right inside and find the pods where you're trapped at the start of the game. Of course, if you'd rather visit your old Washington haunts, then this DLC has you covered. You can find Megatron complete with a giant bomb in the center. Don't worry, it's made of bricks, so you can happily give it a good old whack. You can also visit and climb Tenpenny Tower. There's no nuke to detonate at the top, but it does give you a lovely view of the wasteland, which is probably better for your karma level. If you look down from here, you can see the cathedral on the horizon. This is actually taken from the original Fallout 1 and 2. Considering those games were in isometric 2D, it's cool to see what it looks like in 3D. Kinda gets us hankering for a remake. Though, for now, this Minecraft mashup has more than enough to keep fans happy. Okay, so the Chinese Mythology pack doesn't tap into any area of nerd culture, unless you happen to really nerd out about classic Chinese literature, but we had to give it a shout out for including one of the most amazing pre-built worlds we've ever seen in Minecraft. It's an epic landscape, so big that it can hold a chunk of the Great Wall of China to explore. I'm not sure that it's an entirely accurate recreation. Was there a 200-foot tall panda sitting by the real thing? You'll also find enormous palaces carved into cliff sides, easy to explore when you can fly around in creative mode, a bit more difficult when you have to do all your movement on foot. And the giant dragons hanging in the skies above are a sight to behold. How long would it take to build something that big? We feel pleased with ourselves that we can bash together a basic hut. For a suitably epic background to your adventures, this is a great world to explore. The Doctor Who skin pack is another perfect meeting of minds. The way the Doctor is reborn as a series of different faces is an ideal metaphor for the act of changing your avatar's skin in Minecraft. Based on some of the wonderfully nerdy touches included in the pack, there are clearly some dedicated Whovians on the Minecraft team. My favourite touch is the way William Hartnell, the original Doctor Who, is rendered in black and white, as he was when he appeared on the TV. It's also great to see a range of villains, from the original Master with his classically evil moustache, all the way up to the newer villains such as the Silence or the Weeping Angels. There are 2 packs on offer, splitting the cast between them, so make sure to get the one with your favourite Doctor. The next one is a piece of DLC after my own heart. For the Skyrim mashup pack, Minecraft basically recreates the opening steps of the game. You're plopped in a blocky clone of Riverrun, and if you look up on the hill, you'll see Bleak Fall Barrows, where you can first prove your mettle. Of course, it's a much less daunting dungeon when you can just punch a hole through every wall you find, but still. Move up the valley and you arrive in Whiterun Hold, and I think they've done a pretty amazing job of recreating it. They've really captured that flatness and emptiness. Excellent work, those builders. And in the middle of it stands Whiterun itself. The town is perfectly recreated right down to that festering tree in the middle. Of course, in this version of events, there aren't crowds of NPCs lining up to tell you about that bloody arrow in their knee. I also like how the tools and armor have been tweaked to reflect the Viking look of Skyrim. And if you look around in the inventory, you'll also find 3 variations of horse armor, a sly wink to those of us who shelled out for it back in Oblivion. This DLC is a little more expensive than that horse outfit, but you get a lot of bang for your buck. Our next pick is the Simpsons skin pack. It doesn't come with a pre-built world or give you textures to transform another world into an angular Springfield. Of course, there's nothing stopping you from building your own version of the town as seen here. Again, the pleasure here is seeing how well your favorite characters translate into blocky Minecraft residents. Marge's Tower of Hair was basically born to be remade in Minecraft. You get 24 characters in the pack, which focuses on the main family and characters associated with the school. So Skinner, Groundskeeper Willie, Nelson, and so on. The only downside to this pack is the lack of a Hans Moleman skin. Hans Moleman is my spirit animal. I was saying Boo Earns. Like the Chinese mythology pack, the Greek mythology pack is another grand landscape that taps into iconic stories and landmarks. History buffs will get a kick out of clambering around on the Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Though I'm not sure the actual statue had a hidden soundtrack pickup hidden inside its hand. I guess we'll never know for sure. I was also very taken with a recreation of the labyrinth on Crete. Although this deadly maze is much easier when you can fly out of the top in creative mode or punch holes in the wall. Travel beneath the maze and you'll even find the Minotaur himself looking rather bored in his cage. A few punches to the face will liven things up for him. Not only is this mashup pack suitably epic, but you might just end up learning something too. Mass Effect 3's mashup pack revolves around a base built on Mars. It certainly captures the architectural style of BioWare's space epic, and once you hear that synthy music kick in, you'll feel like a brave space explorer. It's also great fun seeing how Mass Effect's legendary cast of heroes and villains have been boiled down into cuboid people. The skins are really well done, capturing all of the character, if losing some of the sexiness in the process. I mean, can these characters even do the deed with incredibly smooth anatomy? Needless to say, this one doesn't come with an age rating. Building on the alien theme, using the Mass Effect textures for a normal game of survival is a suitably out-of-this-world experience. The sci-fi themed textures are much weirder than most of the packs included here, so expect to take a while to start working out what does what. Hey, space travel wasn't meant to be easy, right? Of course, if you were only going to buy one piece of DLC, it would have to be the Halo Mashup Pack. Made in collaboration with 343 Industries, this is an amazing love letter to all things Halo. The pre-built world is a vast island that contains replicas of a number of classic Halo multiplayer maps. Enter one of the world's long tunnels and you might emerge on Valhalla, towered over by giant architecture but thankfully free of the snipers who would normally shoot you in the head when you stepped out into the open. If you prefer a more traditional version of the map, you can also find a recreation of Blood Gulch hidden elsewhere. It's so much more chilled without teams of Spartans trying to murder you. You can also find 2 of the maps based on the legendary Lockout. There's Blackout, which is so well hidden on the coastline that you'll need to hijack a rowboat to reach it, and there's also the jungle-flavoured Guardian. We've spent so many years running laps of these maps that we kinda wish we could play Minecraft battle mode inside them. Hilariously, the Halo Mashup Pack does reskin the tools to make your avatar more combat ready. Swords are replaced with energy swords, axes are remodeled to look like gravity hammers, and the bow and arrows get a needler makeover. After playing with these for a bit, is it mad that we want to play a whole Halo game set in Minecraft? There's just so much fun stuff to discover in this pack, from a huge recreation of Halo 1's legendary silent cartographer level to the epic sight of a scarab doing battle with Halo 4's mammoth. Throw in character skins and Halo backing tracks and this is a great homage to an Xbox legend. So those are my top picks for Minecraft DLC that allowed me to properly nerd out. If you've got your own personal favourites, why not include them in the comments below? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and why not subscribe to the channel while you're at it. We've got loads of great Xbox features throughout the week. Hope to see you again soon. Bye!